As of now, the decision has still been denied. There's no appeal process. So at this point, we're hoping that the acting Secretary of Navy, Secretary Thomas Harker, is able to reverse his decision, or that somebody can step in and reverse the decision for him.
You mentioned senators, and Senator Marco Rubio is somebody that actually appealed to President Biden and asked him to fix this. What would you say to President Biden if he was watching this right now?
Right, President Biden, first off, thank you for all that you do. I have a lot of respect for you, for anybody who's willing to lead our country. And I'm just asking for a helping hand with this opportunity that I have in front of me. But this opportunity is a lot bigger than me. It's for a lot of people who are coming behind me, and it's for a lot of young men and women in our country who are in need of an inspiration. And I can be that light for these young men and women. And most importantly, I can be that light representing our armed services and our United States Navy, representing the Naval Academy, representing the Navy football team. There's so many different ways that I can recruit. There's so many different ways that I can bring positivity to our fighting forces, to allow young men and women to see the opportunity that you have and to see that dreams can become reality. And so I'm just asking that you consider helping me with this situation that I'm currently in and allowing me to delay my commission so that I can go play in the NFL and then serve my commitment whenever I get done playing.
Have you guys considered a lawsuit? Is that something that you've talked about, or is that an avenue that you would consider pursuing, or is that not the case here?
Yeah, so that's not the case here at this time. What we'd like to do is go take all the proper channels and do things correctly. We believe there's a case to be made for Cameron to play. Like he stated, there's a precedent set. Last year, his own teammate Malcolm Perry was able to play in the NFL. My teammate Keenan Reynolds played in the NFL. My other teammate Joe Cardona played in the NFL, and the list goes on and on of players that were able to delay their commission and play in the NFL, or be commissioned and play in the NFL simultaneously, which is another avenue that we are exploring for Cameron. So there's a lot of opportunity for him. What we really want the Navy to know is that this is a great recruiting opportunity for the United States Naval Academy, for the United States Navy. And it just shows so many people, as Cameron already alluded to, about how you can actualize your dream. And it doesn't have to just be either or, right? You can do both. You can play in the NFL and you could be in the United States Navy serving our great country, like so many of our reservists do from a day to day. So right now, no lawsuits or anything like that. We just want to be able to communicate what Cameron would like to do and how he'd like to really make an impact.
When do you expect to find out? It's got to be tough, and I think you've alluded to this in the past, that you're kind of living a double life right now. On one hand, you're preparing to be a professional football player. On the other hand, you're obviously preparing to be an officer in the U.S. Navy. So when do you expect to find out so you can at least know where you're going?
Right, it's day by day. Coach Arian said he'll get me to training camp to try to get things turned around, which begins July 24th. So that's kind of the date that I have in my mind. I'll report to Annapolis June 28th to start my temporary duty assignment. So I'll be in Annapolis until the end of October. So I kind of have that whole time frame to try to get things sorted out before I actually begin my career path as an officer in the information warfare community. So it's day by day. Hopefully things can get turned around tomorrow. If it's next week, if it's July 23rd, I'll be ready to get down there and Tampa and compete.